Hi, everyone. We're here on the lawn, Church on the Lawn. This is a youth and young adult broadcast, the Big Bold Christians. I'm here with Anna-Leah. Anna-Leah, just give a little wave because you're not mic'd right now. She will be in a second. But we're just here to interview Anna-Leah because she is very bold in her faith. She has a very bold personality. And we are the Big Bold Christians. So we're going to talk to her today and see what she has to say about being bold in her faith. We got an audience on the lawn, but right now we're going to start with Dizzy Sports. So I think you want me to do it first?
Yeah, you can go. Okay. Hi. Okay, I'm going to narrate.
Can they see me? Okay, here we go.
Spin, spin, spin. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You look like a roly-poly. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Go.
Whoa.
It's over there.
I see it.
And go. Don't hit my dad. You broke it. Go again. You look intoxicated. Go again. Go. You're still dizzy. Yay. Okay, my turn.
All right, it's Annalise. Annalise is only going to do it 10 times because
I'm built like that.
yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, here we go. Annalia, go ahead.
Why do I have to do this?
Okay, 1. She said she looks like a unicorn. 2, 3. No. You got to go around the full time. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, you don't have 2 left feet. 7, 8, 9. Okay, 10. All right, go ahead. Hit it. Try again. Oh, she almost hit my mom. Okay.
What the heck? I got so much more dizzy than
Okay, she said she got really dizzy. All right, we're going to have... Okay, Anna-Lilia, Jasmine, do you want to try?
What the heck?
Come on up.
So dizzy. Dude.
We got 2 youth here on the lawn who are going to try out as well while we're here. Jasmine, you want to start? Just go around, or do you want to start, Anna? Who wants to go first? Okay, 10 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to hit a pole. No, keep going. 8, 9, 10. Okay, go ahead. Hit. Oh my gosh, that was so far. It went all the way to the parking lot. She's amazing. Okay, we got another ball here for Anna-Lilia. Oh, you want that one? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, do it. Okay, ready? Oh, she's like lying on the ground off camera. We tried to get Arturo to do this, but he said he didn't want to. Okay, go ahead, Anna-Lilia. 10 times. 1. Okay, keep going. 2, 3,
You have to keep your head down.
4. You're going out of frame, but that's okay. 5, 6. Keep going. 7, 8, 9,
Don't whack us.
10. Okay, go. Hit it. Oh, she got it. Not as far, but she got it. Good job, Anna-Lilia. I think Jasmine's the winner. Jasmine's the winner.
Everyone wants you to do it. Come on. Guys, let's chant.
Okay, I think we got to move on. We got other stuff planned. Hey, let's move the chair in and the... Yeah, we're going to get ravioli now. That's what Anna-Leah said. Bring it in.
No, over here.
Thank you, Anna-Lilia.
Testing.
We
Okay.
appreciate you
Test
so
didn't
much.
work because it was not on.
Okay. All right. There you go. All right, we're going to bring the ravioli out. Bring the ravioli out. We're going to try it for the very first time. Well, I've had it, but Annalea's going to try it for the very first time. My dad made this wonderful ravioli, and we have
Thank you.
apple grape cider.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? Go ahead. Let's try it. We want to see what Annalea's reaction is to this.
Okay, can I drink cider first?
Yes. You can cleanse your palate. We'll both cleanse our palates.
We're like rich people.
Arturo says he wants
Too bad
some.
you didn't play Dizzy Sports.
Right. That's exactly right.
Okay.
Okay, ready at the same time?
Wait, let me
Let's
get
see
a
what
good.
your face looks like.
Let me get a good.
This has got real mozzarella in it.
Oh my gosh. It looks good, even though I don't like pasta. I don't know why it would look good to me if I.
Okay, ready?
It is good.
Okay.
It is. Oh my gosh. Wait, can I eat more?
You can have as much as you want.
You want some?
I think we have extras for the audience later.
Don't give my dad any. This is so good.
This is so good. So what do you think about it? What's the consistency of the taste?
It's good. It reminds me of a Hot Pocket.
It reminds you of a Hot Pocket. That's what she was saying earlier. She was like, is it a Crustable? Is it a Hot Pocket? Is it a toaster strudel? Or is it a Pop-Tart?
A Pop-Tart. These are good.
Maggie says it's an empanada.
Oh my gosh.
It's not from Costco. Please don't insult my Italian heritage, Arturo.
It's from Ralph's. Get it right.
Actually, I think it's from Vaughn's. But okay, we won't get into that. We won't get into that. Okay, well, anyway, so we're gonna get started here with our interview of Annalea. You can keep eating and drinking, but we gotta do the interview, and then you can eat once I do my lesson. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, so what's the funniest, craziest thing you've ever done, Annalea? We're gonna have to move the mic up closer, otherwise we're not gonna be able to hear you.
Hello. Okay. This is embarrassing more, but it's too funny to share.
Go ahead.
So when I was really little, I lived in Pasadena, and we would, there's like a little snack shop on the other side of the street. So I went with my cousins, and I was small. I was like 4, and I was wearing pants that were way too big for me. So when I was walking, my pants fell off in the middle of the street. No, the worst part is like instead of picking them up, I like waddled pantless across the entire street, and then I picked them up, and then I did. I eventually picked them up.
That's really funny, Annalea. Okay, so then our next question is, how did you get to be so bold in your faith?
A lot of how I was raised is just like be really strong in your character and your opinions. And my dad, he's super strong in his opinions, so I think I learned it from there. I learned it from there. And also I just feel like it just really helps you a lot if in your faith, if you're super strong and you really do believe in everything that you're saying.
That's good. Yeah, and do you remember how your dad became a Christian?
Yeah, he did. Pastor Chuck, Chuck! Pastor Chuck worked with him, and
he actually delivered the message, the word of salvation in the men's restroom. At Kaiser.
In the men's restroom.
That was my dad's office. That was what it was called. It was his office, right? Okay, so we're going to just get to, you know what? We have a gift for Annalea.
You do?
We do have a gift. As a thank you, we're going to do some more questions at the end. But we have a gift as thank you, because remember we were talking, you told me you never tried ravioli. Remember the other thing you told me? You said you like what?
I don't remember.
You said you like artwork.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, so here, my dad's bringing this, so everyone at home can see it.
Sweet.
I am giving this to her as a thank you for participating.
I'm going to put it up in my new room.
Right, you have a new room, and I thought you'd like it. It's a Vincent van Gogh,
God.
which is my favorite artist, so I wanted to give that to you as a thank you for joining us today.
Is it a cherry blossom, or do I not know my flowers?
I think it is a cherry blossom.
Ew, I got it.
So anyway, hopefully...
Dad, can you come collect this?
In a second.
Really? You're eating ravioli?
My dad will take it for you.
Thank you.
Anyway, so, okay, our lesson today is don't worry. I've been using a lot of catchphrases to remind everyone about the point of my lessons. I said it's okay to not be okay. We talked about don't hate. We talked about, I don't remember all the other phrases that we used, but today it's don't worry, be happy. That's actually a song, but it actually, it tells it basically sums up our message today perfectly, because our message is don't worry. Our lesson is on not worrying. And I don't know if you know this, but God hates worry. Jesus preached against it. The Apostle Paul preached against it. The whole Bible is against worry because it was designed by Satan to produce stress and pain and death. So this is what the Bible has to say about anxiety and worry. In Philippians 4, 6 through 7, it says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." Romans 14:23 also says, "For whatever does not proceed from faith is sin." And so when we're worrying, it's not we're not putting our trust in God, and so we're not in faith with God, and so it's actually sin. And I think a lot of people either think, or sometimes they even say out loud, that the Bible is this old, ancient book, and why should we even follow what it says anyway? Like, what's the point? It's hard to understand. It's complicated. Well, here's the thing. The Bible might seem complicated and difficult book to understand at first, but it's important that we learn the principles in it because it's true. Did you know that science has proven that the Bible is right in telling us not to worry? Yeah, that's right. Believe it or not, we lose and remake about 60 to 7 billion cells a day in our body. And we shape the quality of those new cells through our thinking. If we are worrying all the time, we are actually sowing sickness and disease into our body. Isn't that crazy how science confirms the Bible's right? Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Okay, it's crazy. What we need to be doing is we need to be giving our concerns over to God and not worrying about them. We need to put our trust in Him. 1 Peter 5, 6 through 7 says the following: "Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God," sorry, the wind is causing a problem, "so that at the proper time He may exalt you, casting all your anxieties on Him, because He cares for you." We have to cast all of our worries on God, not just 25% of them, not just 50% of them, not just 75% of them. So I have a couple of stories of myself in terms of my issues with worry. I was just telling my parents the other night, actually, when I was younger, I had a lot of worry and anxiety and didn't realize that that was what it was. Because when you're younger, sometimes you can't vocalize what's going on. You have a feeling, but you don't know what that is or why it is. And you just kind of feel embarrassed and ashamed and not wanting to speak up about it. So I just want to encourage you all, if you do feel like you have worry or anxiety or even depression, please speak up about it and talk to someone about it. It's really important that you talk to an adult that you trust because they can help you. But I used to have a lot of worry and anxiety related to people and relationships. I would worry about what people thought about me, and I would, especially when people would like say they would do things or make commitments and then not follow through, I would feel very rejected about that. And I mean, I think that's kind of a normal feeling, but it was just very extreme and severe for me. And just over time, like after like dealing with certain types of people over and over and over again, I just kind of realized I have to stay kind of distant. I have to keep certain people at an arm's length distance because it's just not healthy for me if they make commitments and then don't follow through. Because I think that means that they're rejecting me and don't like me instead of just being like, oh, well, they were probably busy or something like that. I'm not good with ambiguity. So if you ever can't do anything, just tell me no. It won't hurt my feelings, I promise. I prefer no to, oh, yeah, and then not following through. Okay, so the other story is about when my dad, when we found out he was diagnosed with cancer, I had a lot of worry. I was very concerned. I think that's a normal concern when you find out that a loved one was diagnosed with cancer. I was really worried about what was going to happen to my dad. But, through a process of, talking to like Terry McFadden and a bunch of other people, I realized, Terry told me, you got to pretend like it's a movie that you've seen before, this whole circumstance. Because it was a movie we had seen before. My dad had lymphoma when I had graduated from law school. And he got healed of it, through diet and through prayer. So she was just saying, you got to pretend like it's the same thing. Just watch it like it's a movie. You know how it's going to end. He's going to be healed, and just give it over to God. And I remember just talking to God and saying, you know what, God, I believe my dad's going to get healed, but even if it doesn't work out, I'm still going to believe in you, and I'm still going to know that whatever happens, it's for your good. You're going to work it out for my good. And honestly, when I felt like I got to that point where I gave it over to God and I was no longer trying to control the outcome or the situation in my own strength, that's when God was able to work, and that's when God started healing him, and we started to see a lot of miraculous things happening in my dad's treatment. And so I just wanted to share those stories. I hope they help you. Just know that if you are struggling with worry, anxiety, or depression, that there is an answer for you. And we're going to finish up and talk about some things that you can do. So some easy tips that might be helpful for you in that. So here's the thing about worry. If we continue to worry all the time, worry becomes anxiety, and then anxiety can become depression. That was actually happening to me also at the beginning of this year. I was starting to worry about everything going on in the world. I was starting to get depressed. I was starting to worry about all the youth and young adults because you guys weren't able to hang out in youth group at church and weren't able to associate with each other, with your Christian friends. I also add it was difficult for me because I didn't get a chance to see you all at church and in youth group on a regular basis. However, what I did was I turned the news off. If something is giving you depression or anxiety or worry, just turn it off, like cut it out of your life. I turned off the news and started to look at things from a different perspective. And I began to trust God that God was going to protect me no matter what. You have to know that no matter what is going on around you, God is going to protect you and take care of you. And so once you come to that realization and understanding, it really helps to not worry as much. That really helped me I really avoided a bad situation. I have said it before that it's okay to not be okay. We're telling you not to worry, but if you're having a problem with it, please reach out to someone in our church or talk to an adult or parent. We're not going to judge you if you struggle with worry. What we really just want to do is we want to help you. We want to help you get better, and that we will stand by your side and encourage you no matter how long it takes. Studies actually show that 90% of the things we worry about don't even happen. They don't even come to pass. A good strategy tip when you want to start to worry is to schedule some time later in the day or the next day to worry, because then your thoughts will be weaker and not as powerful at that time. And then ask these 3 questions of yourself. Is this the worst thing that could ever happen to me? Am I making any assumptions? Why am I so upset about this situation? For me, I would make a lot of assumptions about people's reaction or lack of response and say, oh, that means they don't like me or this, that, or the other, or whatever. I was making assumptions about what was going on in their head, and we shouldn't do that. We have to really make sure that we don't do that. So if you go over these questions, I'll say them one more time. Is this the worst thing that could happen to me? Am I making any assumptions? Why am I so upset about this situation? In the reality, a lot of things that happen to us in our life really aren't that bad. It's not the end of the world. We can move on. And sometimes really tragic things do happen, but even in those circumstances, God works it all out for our good. So these questions will help you get to the root cause of your worry and help you rethink about the situation in a way that helps you end worry. The bottom line is that we have to change our thinking when we are facing difficult circumstances. Romans 8:28 tells us, and we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. Once we start to turn our worries over to God, he will start to solve them for us, and you will no longer be tying God's hands with your worrying. Remember, God will not take your worries away from you. You have to give them to him and replace those worries with the promises in his word. You're the one who has to keep your thoughts under control. But you can do it. The greater one lives in you, and he is able to put you over to victory. So let's make this confession together. I am not worried or anxious. Can you say that?
I am not worried or anxious.
I give all my worries to God.
I give all my worries to God.
Or in other words, you want to say it with me? Don't worry.
Or in other words, don't worry.
Be happy.
Be happy. Oh, be happy.
Okay, so question number 4. Can you tell me about your grandparents? This is for Analia, by the way. Your grandparents' ranch in Mexico.
My grandparents have a ranch in Tecate, and it's It's like really big. They have horses and cows and sheep and goats. I like to go there because like you're not on your phone. You're outside, and like it's just kind of like a fresh air. It's nice, and I get to see my grandparents. I never really get to see them, so I like going there.
And do you milk cows? Do you know how to
Yeah,
milk a cow?
I mean I'm not good at it, but I've milked a cow before. My
Ha-
grandpa's way better.
Have you ever squirted your dad with milk?
No, I have not.
Okay, we'll try that next time.
Okay.
Okay, and then the last question. Have you learned anything in youth group spiritually that has helped you in high school?
Yeah, I think a lot of confidence within myself and my spirituality and just as a person overall, who just being worried about what people think about me or how I'm going to react towards someone being angry towards me or unfair and I just learned to compose myself and think like is this what a Christian would do or just Christianity to me is like peace and love and I feel like I want to act that way so that is what helped me.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Analia, for being here. I'm gonna finish my ravioli as you guys leave. Just remember, we're gonna try and do this once a month. So hopefully the youth and young adults can join us on the lawn, and so we can watch these interviews. It's gonna be once a month, probably at the end of the month. So definitely put it on your calendar, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Next month, I'm gonna interview Bindi Macias. She's an amazing woman in our church, and she's the one who at youth camp, winter camp and summer camp did all those bags for us, all those snack baskets and snack bags and all those goodies. So tune in next month, and Sully and Karen will be next week. All right, thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.